What's beef? Beef is when you need two cats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef? Beef is when you make your enemies start your Jeep. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. Check it.
What's good, YouTube? It's that fantasy guy back with a NOLA League special. And the intro was dedicated to my new enemy, formerly known as Christopher Watson. From now on, he would only be referred to as two different names. Either he would be called Judas or the Simp. And from now on, his team will only be referred to as the Simpletons. The Simp last week decided to try to come at the king, the fantasy guy. I guess he thought my team was going to take an L, and he's decided to take his shot. Now, I will note to you my history with this guy. This is why it's not hard to just make it just the enemy ship. Let's keep it at the enemy ship. You know, like I said, I changed your name. I fucking blocked your number, so nigga can't call or text me. He was just a former co-worker. We ain't never hung out. I'm only assuming that he wanted a relationship like me and Perkins have, which is an arch rivalry. And for the most part, now that we're not in cities, now that we don't live in cities together, that our beef ends after the fantasy season ends. See, but me and you, oh, that's gonna be year round. Fuck you, nigga, fuck you. But this guy decided to take shots at the king while he was down and out, while it looked like he was down and out. My team record at 3-4 is definitely nothing to shout about, but at the end of the day, I'm not out of it. There are 10 owners in this league that are separated by only one game. Either they're 4-3 or 3-4. So, even though my team playing like trash, I'm not out of it. And I guess because the Simp was able to get a championship last year, and that's my bad for letting that happen, because anybody knows that I had the superior team. That's my bad for letting that happen. Guess feel like he's king shit because he finally got a championship. But this not our first league playing together in. A little while after I first started playing fantasy football, I was able to get in the league with this guy, NFL league, and said I'm still learning. I'm not the best, but I was able to get to the championship. If I'm not mistaken, I probably beat him on the way there. I don't remember. But I lost. I didn't lose by much. I think I lost. But the next year, I played him in the championship, if I'm not mistaken, and won the championship. The next year, got back to the championship and won another one. And after that, he disbanded the league. Like I guess me winning was too overwhelming. So, there was an opportunity for him to come into this league, and I said, man, you should come in this league, And I guess he forgot that I was the one that got him in the league. I guess he forgot I'm the only person that he knows in the league, because the nigga talks reckless like he got any other friends in the league. Like, there's nobody else coming to help you fucking move if you needed to. Nobody can do favors. No one. Like, you don't have no other friends. So while you in a circle jerk with Perkins trying to come at me, remember, we talk behind your back, nigga. Who are you? No one. Nobody. So I think he's been in this league 4 years, I guess. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, it was last year, we started a dynasty league, and he was in that league too. And I won the championship in that league too. So, you know, he would like to say how, you know, he stopped playing, but who fault is that? Nigga, you drafted your team, didn't you? I don't have nothing to do with, you know, niggas that quit. You can quit all you want, you know. Don't mean your name not on the team. Don't mean you can't go in there and change your lineup if you don't want to. Nigga, you just quit. You took the L. Hold that L. So, currently, I have 3 championships over him, and he holding one over my head like this shit. Like we in the FPC league. Like he didn't beat the best of the best. This is a free league, sir. Where everyone knows someone in the league. I brought Texas people in, everyone except for Kevin, who moved from New Orleans to Texas, and Perkins brought everybody else in. If you want to get in, you want to really flex your fantasy muscle, because I already told you about the variances in this league. You really want to flex your fantasy football knowledge, show how good you're in. We can both get in one of these premium leagues, pay $100 and up, and we'll see where how you end up, because that's where your test should be at. You know, I be trading away my first round pick each year. Think about it, man. You talking shit to me, and I don't even be operating with a first round pick. But I feel I'm good enough. I'm good enough to draft and compete like that. Don't forget, this is still the same guy that drafted a kicker and a defense the first 2 rounds in the league and went out and still won the championship. Don't you forget. And don't you forget that each week I'm doing this video so you can yap in the chat all you want. Nigga, I can ignore you. But I'm going to put this video out and I'm going to fucking blast your ass. I'm going to fucking chop you up. You will be chopped and screwed. And it's 2020. Nobody liking on no police officers. Fuck. Anyway, let's get on with the show. First matchup we had, I'm on your ass versus Get on a Good Foot. And Get on a Good Foot pulls out the win by 2 points. Ricky's top performer was Aaron Rodgers with 27 points, Derek Carr with 19, and Boston Scott with 16. Jared's top performers was Bridgewater with 19, Hunt with 17, and Kyle Allen with 16 points. And Ricky is still starting fucking Frank Gore. Frank motherfucking Gore. The next matchup is the Simpletons versus the Mahomes Diesel. And the Simpletons gets a blowout victory, 179-81. Almost 100 points. Damn, Devin. Devin puts up the lowest points this week. The Simp leading scores was Lockett with 45, Murray with 37, and Williams with 19. Devin's leading scorer was Gurley with 21, Keenan Allen with 17, and his kicker with 14. You already know what I always say. When your kicker and your defense, the leading scorer, either you had a very good day or you walked away with an L. Now, next matchup, we have Kingslayer Incorporated versus All Hail the Mad King. Kingslayer wins by a landslide, 139-90. Perkins' leading scorers was James Robinson with 29, Watson with 24, and Kamara with 18. Kendrick's leading scorers was Wentz with 27, Tannehill with 17, and David Johnson with 14. His team is dealing with Drake's injury that netted him 4.6 points. Ugh. He started the Browns defense, who also got sliced up by Burrow and gave him 2 points. And with the diminishing role of Evans whenever Godwin plays, he was only able to get 4.7 points from him. Next matchup, we have No Days Up, Built For It, versus Team Daniels. And Team Daniels' team shows up. Team Daniels, who usually scores less than 100 points, Team put up 152 to No Days Off 127. I guess you must have hit the snooze button. I forgot to turn on your alarm and didn't get up and go to work because Sunday must have been your day off. Hall's leading scorers was Mayfield with 29, A.J. Brown with 24, Hobson's with 19. Daniels' leading scorers was Herbert with 38, Boyd with 22, and Godwin with 19. Herbert looking like he's the biggest steal in the waiver wire right after James Robinson. Next up, we have the Mamba Legacy versus the Gauntlet Smoke. And the Mamba Legacy with another win. 118 to 108. What? Upset alert. Upset alert. Kevin Brown. Leading scorers are Tom Brady with 36 points. Damn, Tom. You woke up today, huh? Kansas City with 21. Matt Ryan with 17. While Brad had Wilson with 29, Breeze with 23, and McLaurin with 18. And our game of the week, aka the Losers Bowl, was Team D Nice versus that Fantasy Guys team, aka check your FPC ASAP. And it was a low-scoring affair, with the Fantasy Guy getting a win of 96 to 93. Neither one of our teams put up 100 points. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. This was serious, but it turned into something fun.
D-Night's top performance was Minshew with 19, Bernard with 18, and Josh Allen with 16. My top scores was Devontae Adams with 38, Gibson with 18, and Ridley with 17. I'm still dealing with quarterback issues. If you take Sam Darnold and Cam Newton and put what they scored combined together, it gives you not even 1 point. Not even one motherfucking point. But I'd like to thank the Los Angeles Rams for sticking to the game plan. They know they had to run that ball and eat up the clock, and goddamn it, they ran the ball every single time and refused to pass the ball ever again. Because I could have easily lost that game if they would have passed the ball to Cooper Kupp. Thank you. Thank you, Sean LeVay. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you too, Darnell. You didn't sit all your players, but you allowed me to get a win and continue to compete in this league. All right, let's get to the previews for this week. This week we have Get on a Good Foot versus the Simpletons. And it looks like the Simpletons are projected to win 124 to 117. Hey, Jerry, of course we're rooting on you, homie. Pimps up, Simps down. Next matchup, we have the Mahomie and Diesel versus Kingslayer Incorporated. And right now we have Devin projected to win 109 to 101. Devin, go and get your win, baby. Get back to 500. Next matchup, we have All Hell the Mad King versus Team D Nice. And D Nice is projected to win 109 to 104. Should be a good matchup. And going forward, each game is pretty much a must win for Darnell. Making the playoffs at 8-5 is more logical than making the playoff at 7-6. Probably won't happen. Next up, we have Team Daniels versus Mamba Legacy, and both teams are 3-4. Mamba Legacy is only projected to win by less than 1 point. This might be the game of the week. I should have made this the game of the week. But there's no backstory. Daniels don't know who Kevin is. Kevin don't know who Daniels is. They never talked, never messaged on Facebook since Kevin never been in the group, probably in years. But it should be a good one because Team Daniels' team is like Heckle and Hyde. You don't know what team you go get. Or you go get the team that shows up and give you 80 points, or you go get the team that shows up and get you 150. You just don't know. Next matchup, we have the Gauntlet Smoke versus I'm on your ass. Seems like it'll be a good matchup, but Brad is projected to win 114 to 105. And I'm seeing if lightning can strike twice, making myself part of the matchup of the week is homeboy versus homeboy. Me versus No Days Off. I'm hoping he take a sabbatical. I'm currently projected to win 108 to 103, so it should be a close matchup. I have to hear Hall talk shit all year long about beating me in the semifinals, only to go get thrashed in the championship. But his highlight of the season was beating me. So I'd rather not see him win another game over me. Please, Lord, baby Jesus, don't let him win. And that's a wrap for me. Good luck to everyone except the people that I play. I'll see you next time.